Good morning. This is Leanne. This is another pre-op video. I'm sorry to be doing so many of these, but like I said in my last video, I really want to feel connected to people, and I'd like to build up a base of support among you guys so that by the time I have surgery on May 23rd, that I'll be feeling strong and supported. So I am 60 years old. I've actually lost some weight. I weigh 268 pounds instead of 272, which I started at earlier, though my all-time high was 288, which was several years ago. Today I just have a couple things I wanted to talk about. Everybody talks about how this is not a magic bullet and how this is a tool, and I finally get that, having watched lots and lots of videos and observed my own feelings when I eat. At first I thought, yeah, won't this be great? I mean, it'll be hard because I won't be able to binge, but it'll be great. And then I worried a lot, and still do some, about not being able to have foods that I like to have or want to have, but that this procedure is going to solve my problem. But over time, over the last few weeks, since I made the decision and plunked down the money, I kind of have come to realize that I'm really looking forward to having this tool to help me give me a chance to back off of food and slow down and develop the low carb eating way of eating that I've tried several times, without the massive hunger that goes with my problem. And so in that way, I'm really looking forward to having this tool to make me step back from food, and I'm going to use it to program myself to have new, healthier eating habits. And so I get that. That's kind of nice, and that's kind of come about from experiences. I'm very conscious of when I eat and what I eat now, even though I don't have to start my pre-op diet for another 3 weeks, I guess. On the one hand, I want to eat everything or tell myself, oh, I want to have what I won't be able to have and in amounts that I won't be able to have now. But you know what? I think I must be ready. Because once I've reached this point where I have taken the steps to do this like huge, major, life-changing thing, meaning I'm going to alter my innards forever, and I must be ready, because now when I eat, I kind of can't help myself from taking tiny bites. Last night, here's a good story. I went grocery shopping, and I'd done really well all day yesterday, I've really been making healthier choices, which is kind of interesting. It's not like I'm making a real conscious decision, I'm going to make healthier choices, but I just am. So I did well yesterday, stopped at the grocery store, bought a cart full of healthy food, and stopped and got myself a maple bar at the donut counter, which I do from time to time to have a treat in the car on the way home. Maple bar. So I get in the car, and I haven't eaten anything since lunch, and it's past dinner time, so I'm hungry. And I take out the maple bar, and for some reason just decided to try eating little tiny bites and chewing it up till it's just liquid in my mouth and taking breaks in between. And I did that, and I found that I could enjoy it. But guess what? I could only eat, but I ate about a little more than a third of it, and then I just put it away, because I didn't want any more. Which is like, seriously, you don't want any more maple bar? That's never happened. That's never happened, unless I've already eaten 3 or 4. Then I might only get through half of the 5th. Anyway, so I'm having these little kind of mini, eye-openers or epiphanies, or doing these little experiments, and that's kind of neat. Somebody listed her fears. I can't remember which one. I've subscribed to so many lately. And I thought I'd do that, because there are definitely fears. The biggest fear is that I'll do this, I'll go through this, I'll be successful, at least initially, I'll feel wonderful and thin and buy a whole new wardrobe and all of that. My health issues will resolve, all of that, and then somehow I'll lose control down the road and I'll regain everything and end up, like this again. Only then I'll be however much older than I am now. Going to be 61 in 6 days. Happy birthday to me. So that terrifies me. That's why I really, really am thinking so hard about the whole using this as a tool thing, about how the biggest goal really here is to develop those new eating habits. And after 60 years of eating one way, how possible is that? I don't even know, but I'm an optimist, so I'm going to choose to believe that I'm going to get there, I'm going to do that. So that's my biggest fear. I've done, as so many of us have, I've gained and lost weight. Well, reverse, lost and gained weight so many times that I've felt really hopeless about it for the last several years. And those of you that have been there know how humiliating it is to lose weight. And I did twice in my life. I got down to where I was wearing a size 10 or 12 and feeling normal and feeling really good about myself as far as my body is concerned. And then you fall off the wagon and stop your exercise or whatever, and it comes back and then some. And it's just so humiliating. It's just so defeating. It's just so the self-loathing that goes with that. Oh my gosh. I just can't live through that again. So anyway, that's my biggest fear. I'm nervous that this won't work very well for me. That's another fear. That I've read some research and stuff, and they say that the older you are, the harder it is to lose, and the less you end up losing. I'm not going to accept that as I don't know what's going to happen with me. The variables are extreme. There are not very many of you out there that are 60 years old, so that I can go and see your progress and see, how it worked for you. There's a few, but not very many, not like all the rest of you who are gorgeous and young and all that. That makes me nervous. I don't want to be, my goal is to get down 100 pounds, about 170-ish, I was there before and I felt and looked great, and I don't need to be 132 or whatever. I've never been 132 since I was in probably kindergarten or something. So anyway, I hope that I do well. I hope that my body doesn't just say, no, you're past menopause, you're old, your metabolism is blah, blah, blah. I'm going to work out like crazy. Fortunately, I started going to the gym a couple years ago, and even though I've been fat through it all, I've tried and failed on a dozen diets during that time, I've kept up with the gym. So at least I don't have that huge hurdle to go over, starting brand new with exercise. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at it. And even though I'll have to take some time off after surgery, I'm confident that the gym issue or the exercise issue won't be a huge problem. I have some niggling fears about having it done in Mexico. Not that I'm nervous about the safety of the place or the talent and knowledge of the doctors and the team and all of that. I have total confidence that they do a beautiful job. What I wish that I could look forward to is some follow-up. I'd like to be able to go back to the doctor, call the dietitian like I hear you guys doing all the time, and getting, pointers from them. And I'm guessing that my patient facilitator, who isn't a doctor, she's a great gal, probably has the answers to a lot of those kinds of questions, but it's not like going to the doctor and have them look at your incisions and say, oh, well, or whatever. I'm a little nervous about that. Okay, that's enough fears for now. If I think of some more later, I'll tell you. Oh, one more fear. See that? This is what happens when you get old. Now I have fat in here, and so it's not too bad. But I know, and because when I lose weight, that's where it comes off first, is around my face. And so I know from experience is that this will become terrible. And that's okay. there's a lot of things that are going to not be so great. I'm going to have saggy boobs and I'll have extra skin around my belly, assuming that I'm a person that does well with this, not the 60-year-old woman that doesn't lose well. I don't know that I have a problem with that, because it's not like I need to wear a bikini or I need to go around and be naked or sexy or any of that. That time of my life is kind of gone. But I can cover those things with clothes. This I can't, unless I wear a turtleneck up to here all the time. That'd be nice. Oh, now that's not so bad, actually. I look younger. Here, how about if I do this? Anyway, I'm not opposed to looking into having body lift types of surgery things down the road if it just feels like I have to do that in my heart, in my mind. I can't anticipate it. First of all, I don't have a lot of money. And, taking the savings that I personally have made from my jewelry making business for 3 years and putting it towards this is a big deal. It's a big deal, and I can't imagine being able to save up. By the time I did it, I'd be 70 years old. Anyway. Okay, well, I guess that's it for today. This is longer than I meant it to be. But that's me, 5 weeks out and counting. I'm just like, I wish it would hurry up and get here. Thanks for those of you that are listening. Subscribe, write comments, what they say about having people subscribe and respond to your videos, how much that builds you up. It really is true, because that's why I try to respond and write things that I'm thinking about their posts and all of that. So you guys have a great day. I hope it's sunny where you are, and I'll catch up with you later.